Yeah, it's been very busy in, well, the Atlantic Basin, but then also the Gulf we're paying attention to. Now, I will say that chances have lowered for any formation in the Gulf, and we're going to go over that in just a second, but it will try to play into increasing our rain coverage as we finish off the weekend and start next week. So let's take a look at around our area, and then we'll lead into the tropics and how it all comes together. So here's satellite and radar. This is what's going on outside of your window right now. You can see plenty of rain falling down, especially as you move closer to the coastal areas. This is pretty typical. Don't forget, we are in rainy season still. We're towards the end of it, but it is rainy season. So this is our pattern where we have those southeasterly winds and these storms kind of pop up like clockwork, but it is bringing some heavy, moderate to heavy rain and some gusty winds at times, especially for this area. You see lit up Hillsborough, Pinellas County at this time. A lot of lightning out there, all the way from Newport Richey, where we had that cell just move offshore, all the way down to Pinellas Park. The problem is a lot of these areas are still in cleanup mode, of course, so a lot of these folks are trying to take shelter where they can. Make sure those storm drains, if you can, when we have those drier times, are nice and clear from all of that sand, because any rain that we receive obviously is going to worsen those conditions, even if it's not a severe warned storm, just because we are in that recovery mode. Moving down to Sarasota and Bradenton, Sarasota and Manatee County. Bradenton is included in that area, but yes, we do have some more moderate rain out that way. Not as widespread, but still some hefty downpours that are working through parts of that region as well. Not as much lightning down there, but again, these are also areas that are still in that cleanup mode. And then we're heading out to the east, and over in Highlands County, we also have some isolated cells that are trying to move through southern Highlands County at this time. Currently, our winds are starting to pick up the pace here. We just got a close to 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Clearwater. Remember, we have to have gusts closer to 60 miles per hour to qualify as a severe thunderstorm, and also we have to have some hail in that too. Not really seeing that in this scenario, but we are seeing winds that are picking up the pace. Now, keeping an eye on the tropics, we have been watching very closely this area that's trying to organize. It's still disorganized at this time. This yellow circle that you see here, that basically means that we have a 30% chance of development within the next week within this yellow circle. Now, there's a couple of reasons why this is not really taking development. First of all, it's disorganized. We know that, right? And it's going to have limited interaction with the front that's going to try to move through as well in the next few days. But regardless of the organization of the system, whether it turns tropical or not, we are expecting rain chances to increase, because at the end of the day, it is a low pressure system, even if it's a broad area low pressure. And we know what that does, right? It brings that extra rain, especially when we have a juicy air mass like the Gulf of Mexico next door that will provide that increased moisture. So as we look at the rest of the tropics here, Kirk has been upgraded just moments ago to a Category 4 storm. We'll get to Kirk. Leslie is a tropical storm becoming better organized. No worries about Kirk. I know that's scary when you hear a Category 4 storm, but Kirk is steering away from the states. We don't have to worry about Kirk. It's bringing no threat to us. As we look at futurecasts here, the showers and storms that we're featuring right now will come to an end as we head into tonight. Pretty quiet overnight, but moisture over the next couple of days, as I mentioned, due to that disorganized low that has the possibility to turn tropical, even though it's low, we'll start to increase our rain chances Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday. And you see, this is the expected rainfall. We could have an additional 4 to 5 inches over the stretch of those 4 days early next week. That's not all coming in a day. It's over a period of a couple days along our coastal areas. So that's going to cause a problem again for areas that are really trying to recover and build back. So just be aware. As we look at our 7-day forecast here, rain chances are increasing starting Sunday and really moving into next week. We will have some drier air enter into our region as we finish off next week, but we have to get through those 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where we will have some soggy times. And again, that's not good for areas that are trying to clean up. Help out one another, be kind, and we'll get through this.